Welcome to the King of Hate Podcast, a podcast made for the DSP community, by the DSP community, with your host, Pdaaaawg. If you don't listen, then you just don't get it.
Cause I want it, even if not don't. I wish you really would though. Listen, we be tough like the concrete. We get right back on our feet. We get up after we fall. We be tough like the concrete. We get right back on our feet. We get up after we fall.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the King of Hate Podcast and for some weird reason my Colgraph browser just came up, but it doesn't matter. Welcome to the King of Hate Podcast number 10, our 10th anniversary spectacular, in which case we've recorded 10 podcasts so far, and I can't speak today. I am your host, as always, the very lovable, the very smexy Pdaaaawg, or Pete.
I'm a golden shotgun. I write fan fictions and make memes. That's it.
I'm DarkHadouKurosaki and I'm tired and hungry.
And I'm Mr. G.
And that's it for introductions. But anyway, despite all of our really depressing attitudes, a lot of stuff has actually been happening this week in the wacky, wonderful, spectacular, brilliant world of the DSP community and the King of Hate community and the gaming community as well. And I guess we might as well start with what we always start off with. We start off with going over what happened last week in the podcast, which was the Foos interview, and it's Foos because it rhymes with booze and lose. It was
Yes.
I thought it went pretty well, but that's just me being biased.
I could
No.
barely hear her.
Well, that was one of the little problems that we had. Like we had a few audio problems, but you come to expect that for the for interviews like that there, especially from somebody pretty far away like that there. But I think it went pretty well. We did get a lot of stuff covered, such as history with like the website and stuff. So go check that out if you want to hear more about Foos' rise, fame, and all that jazz, and whatever folks about.
And all-time King of Hate stories.
Like, if you want to know who Rankulus is, then there you go.
Yes.
Just go check it out and stuff.
And NW.
And who?
What?
Nighty Night.
Kitsune and Naughty Nightwear and all that jazz. And what the heck?
Where?
And for some reason my laptop just froze for like 2 seconds. But anyway, so never mind that, because my recording software is still going pretty good. We're having a few technical difficulties here. It's not a very spectacular 10th podcast spectacular. But in the forums this week, not a lot has been going on. There's a Max Payne 3 club that was established by
Kuro.
by Static Vein, I believe. I'm not sure, but it's just the King of Hate community, and it's pretty interesting. I haven't really checked it out that much, but I've heard good things about it anyway. So
I joined the crew actually. Most of the users are on PS3, so that's a good thing, since I own a PS3.
you think Phil will join the club?
Hopefully, Static said he was gonna tell Phil.
Thing is, though, what does the club do?
It's a crew. We can do a crew-on-crew battle with any new Rockstar game. So it can carry over to the new TKOH game, and we can like have a fight and play objective mode and stuff like that.
So it's like it's like a clan in Call of Duty.
Better with more
So you don't
stuff.
have to pay £40 for an elite package to follow your stats. But anyway,
No.
I think, is that pretty much, like, excluding a new story that we've got, is that pretty much it? Or what?
John Laurinaitis and Triple H joined.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's just real Kane in disguise. That's all really it is.
So yeah, so
No, the real King was illiterate, so.
yeah. So yes, in the wrestling section, the King of Hate forums are honored to have Mr. John Laurinaitis and Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley to.
How long until he buries us all?
I think before long we're gonna have all kinds of people. I was really surprised that John Cena didn't join whenever the divorce thing.
Yeah, now that you said that, that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
now.
it's gonna be John Cena's gonna join the forum. Stuff's gonna be dear. So soon enough we're gonna have the entire WWE roster joining the forum. We're all gonna have a really good time.
Oh yeah, because I can't wait for Trent Barretta to join the forums. That'll be
and what else?
Trent Barretta and Heath Slater are gonna take over the King of Hate
They're
forums.
gonna apply for like moderator and stuff.
Yes.
But anyway, I think so. That's a pretty interesting thing that's been going on in the wrestling community. But as some of you may know, in the King of Hate podcast, we did for about 3 weeks. We had a nice little story going on, in which the man with no name wrote every week, and there was an interesting little fan fiction on the King of Hate forums and include many of the members. Well, he stopped. He let me know that he is no longer running it, unfortunately. However, a new person has risen to the challenge and is starting to write his own fan fiction, and Mr. G has volunteered to read out. And good luck, by the way, because it's a good 3 sections to it, but we don't have that. But it's going to be quite an interesting podcast anyway this time around. So, if you would, the story is called what's it called actually? Let me just check. It's a interesting story. Master of Awesomeness wrote the story, and basically what happens is, once I get the name of it down here,
Total Forum Island.
Total Forum Island, and basically Chris is some host who is hosting this game show that is being held in an island. It's pretty much a rip off of, what was it? I think it's like Total Island that was aired in like
Total Drama
Island, okay. And it was being aired in Cartoon Network or something. It was like a kids show, I think. I'm not sure, but
The show was okay. I wouldn't call it a kids show. It was probably like for like teens.
I would imagine it being a bit like I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. If any of you have seen that as well, like something like that. They're pretty sure that's what the shows are mainly about.
None of them are celebrities. That's the problem. Like all of them are just Canadians and nobodies. Most of them.
No, there was the UK one was actually good.
What are we talking about again?
I'm a Celebrity, get out of here.
Oh God, stop! No, stop! Please stop.
There was this girl with big boobs. I don't know if you guys remember her.
Fake.
It's Jessica Jane
fake.
or something.
I don't know. She was like blonde with big boobs.
They're fake.
Anyway, so basically, Chris is hosting this here game show taking place on an island where 16 forum members are going to take part in all kinds of challenges where somebody's going to be eliminated. So, Mr. G, do you have the story in your site?
Yes.
Alright, well, proceed to read it to the beautiful listeners of the King of Hate podcast, and hopefully this will become like a weekly thing.
Okay. A helicopter approaches an exotic island with dramatic music play in the background. A handsome man known as Chris, who has a big smile, looked at the island. Hello, folks, Chris said, and welcome to the start of an awesome, over-dramatic, and intensive premiere season of Total Forum Island. Here at the island, Chris said, the 16th soon-to-be contestant will arrive at the island with the nice living. Cameras shows messed up beds, spiders, ripped sheets, great food. Camera shows rotating burgers with cockroach and great people to meet. Camera shows an angry chef named Phantom Rio cooking some stew. Get the fuck out of here, said Chef Phantom Rio. The camera shows Chris walking on a deck and smiling. Now it's the moment we all been waiting for, Chris said. We meet our 16 contestant. Alright, let's see the first boat coming. Next time we introduce our 16 contestant.
So, is that pretty much the first part? I guess we we could probably read it the next parts as it goes along. But it's a lot of stuff. Like, I actually wrote 2 more sections to it, but they're really long, and I don't think we have enough time to go to read out all of them anyway. But pretty much, I think the contestants, if I could actually look at them now, just to give you a little overview here, where we got Master Vossen wrote himself into the story, which is always a good thing. Actually, one more thing I want to say is I'm so annoyed that the introduction of it wasn't like I'm not sure he's gonna get this reference, but I'm pretty annoyed that Chris didn't go at the very beginning. Ooh, what's up, guys? Chris here, bringing you a new game show hosting in an island. I'm not sure if any of you get that, but that's what he always does on his YouTube channel. But I'm pretty annoyed that Master Vossen didn't write that in. But anyway, you got Wildfire's also in it. You got Haraki Ninja. Pretty much most of the people from like the anime community. You got Kuroniku Vamp, you got The Lemon, who obviously had to be in it. JD Dis is also in it. Let's see, Double Rush is in there. And it's pretty funny because he wrote a bunch of jokes relating to like him sounding like a girl, which I find pretty funny. And then Troll Drill's in it. And then let's see, who are the next people in it. But anyway, it's looking quite promising, this series. I'm looking forward to see how it's going to plan out. I wonder if Master Ross is actually going to write himself in to win the show, which would be pretty messed up. But I remember
if I'm in this story, hopefully I'm not a female ninja again. Because unless you read Haruki Ninja's fan fiction, you won't get that.
I got it. I just remained silent.
No,
you got also Darkman, Amber's in the story. That'll be interesting. We got
Amber has to be in.
Yeah, Amber's gonna win it or something. I'm pretty surprised they didn't like bring Agent Manus in like a briefcase or something. Deryu's in it. Captain Fireworks. Captain Fireworks from begged his way to get into the story, but he's in there nevertheless. You got Beachy, he comes in as some like British hunk, which is pretty creepy. You got TEG is also in it, or the Elven God. DX Michael, and then I'm in it, hip hip hooray. But even it's it's
nice to know that I wasn't included in it.
No, like the thing is though, in I'm a No Name Story, he just wrote everyone in it pretty much. Whenever somebody said, "Oh, why didn't you put me in it?" He's like, "Oh, fine, I'll just put you in it." But I hope that
I wasn't in the No Name Story.
You probably should have said, "Oh, put me in it," and they just say, "Okay." Hopefully, Master of Bronze could like throw in some more people in, that's maybe like commentators or something. It'll be interesting to see what you do with it. But yeah, it's looking quite interesting. I've got a feeling Foos will be a part of it, but I don't know in what way. But interesting else.
He had to.
Yeah. So that was a good 12 minutes spent on one store on the forum. So moving on then to obviously DSP, Dark the Phil. What the heck has he been doing this week? Well, he's been doing quite a lot. First of all, of this week, he's been finishing off Final Fantasy VI, and he sung opera as well, which they joined everyone. So it's pretty weird watching it. It was pretty cool at the same time. He also did a Starhawk gameplay, which is pretty much the only major release that came out this week. Starhawk was PS3 exclusive. He also did fan appreciation for it, which I wasn't a part of because I didn't have a PS3, but I know a couple of fans that were in it, including the Airy Lord was actually a part of it as well. We interviewed him last month, and he was a part of that there, so that was interesting enough. Unfortunately, I didn't really watch any of the footage. Did any of you see any Starhawk footage that he put out?
Only the beginning.
Only the beginning. Everyone else just watches the beginning.
I just saw the beginning. And that one clip for multiplayer, and that was it.
Yeah,
I only saw the bit when the PlayStation crashed. That was about it.
Yeah, so interesting enough. The game actually looked, whatever I saw of it, it looked interesting enough. But like I don't know, I just didn't watch anyway. I didn't have much time this week, fortunately, to look on DSP footage. Despite the fact that I was able to watch a 50-minute channel update video that he put out yesterday or 2 days ago, but that was today, and it's pretty important for what we were going to talk about anyway. On Thursday, I believe, he also did a demo day where he demoed Dead or Alive 5, Spec Ops: The Line,
and Dragon the Dogma or Dogma. What is it called?
Dogma.
Dogma. Yeah. shitty game, nobody will play.
Hey, notice that?
I heard it's not that bad. Like, it's a good open world game if you need one, but there's Skyrim. Like, why would you need that? You can just get Skyrim.
I heard they spent 12 years working on that game.
So it's like just as bad as Duke Nukem Forever then?
It could be.
I played it. It's not Duke Nukem Forever bad, but it isn't really good either. Probably because I didn't play enough of it.
So,
like, the point of an open world demo is to get you addicted to it. So you go like, oh man, I want to play more, and then you go out and buy it. That didn't get me addicted to it.
But anyway, as for the demo, like I actually wanted to see the Dead or Alive 5 footage because of the woman. But unfortunately, I didn't get to see it. But too bad they didn't release the sequel.
I saw.
Her face looked like a pavement.
I saw the demo. It was really good. The game.
Yeah, I saw the demo. It actually looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looks really awesome. The whole stage collapsing thing, pretty cool.
I think
Wasn't that in the fourth one though? Not the fourth one. The third one, the fourth one as well though.
No, the fourth one was more like a environment where you can like push someone through a coming car or hit him through the wall. But this one, like the stage shifts, you can throw him out of a tower or something like that. It kind of took it to the whole new level.
I'm not sure if any of you have played Dead or Alive 1, but I remember like years ago whenever I played it as part of like a PlayStation 2 demo set. Like I'm not sure if any of you remember, but like
PlayStation 1, I think.
yeah, was it PlayStation 1? I'm not sure, but it was some sort of Dead or Alive game. It was absolutely berserk. Like whenever you hit something, like catapult it like out of the ground or something. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if it was Dead or Alive. I'm pretty sure it was, but it was pretty bad graphics, but it was absolutely insane. Like just
I still got Dead or Alive 2.
I've got Dead or Alive 4, but I don't play it that much anymore anyway.
I have Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Oh yes, I'm so annoyed they didn't come out for a sequel to that.
Burn it. Take your disc and burn it. Burn it.
Why?
Smash it.
Wow,
smash it.
it's the greatest.
That game is an abomination to fighting
It's a
games.
better. Hey,
It's not a fighting
it's a better
game.
fighting game than
It's,
Street Fighter vs. Tekken, that's for sure. But anyway.
I don't see it.
It's more like big girls with big boobs and they bounce around. Like it was fun. It was fun.
Better than that.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
It was probably one of the greatest games I ever played.
I think that's just your penis speaking at the moment. But anyway,
Didn't they release a PSP version of it when you could take pictures of something? I don't know. This is what I heard. This is what I heard.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I think you could, there was like a few new stuff. I think they put like more characters. You can take like pictures, and that's about it.
I remember one.
Did you stalk them or something? I don't know. I don't remember.
I remember I saw one dude who hacked the game on PS3 and made all the girls naked.
of course.
Yeah,
This extremely.
This is completely
it's
irrelevant.
disturbing.
Just change the topic. Just change the topic now
Before Mr. G is.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball for like 45 minutes.
Anyway,
I get the game, but
I'm never getting that game. I won't get that game when I was high and drunk.
sure.
I'm still really annoyed DSP didn't make a playthrough on it, but never mind. That'd be an interesting playthrough. Anyway, so we also gave out a bunch of codes, but if you're listening to this and you've already missed out because they've already been done, all the people have already claimed them. But that was an interesting thing that he did. But I think probably the biggest news that he had, well, kind of tied biggest news that he came out was that he's going to E3, or he might be going to E3 this year. But that'll be interesting because I don't think they can record much whenever they go to E3, like, because they're not representing like some big major media company or something, but instead they're representing Machinima. Maybe he might have to wear like a Machinima T-shirt and all that kind of stuff. He might be in like videos for Machinima or something, covering kind of stuff. But he did say that him and Rambo would be Rambo would also be going as well. But him and Rambo will be making like daily recap videos where they would talk about all the video game stuff that we've seen, and they might actually get to see some video games from Sony and Microsoft. But
It's most likely just going to be about Kinect.
yeah. Oh,
Remember last year? Oh, because everyone was so excited to play. What was it called
Kinect
again?
almost.
What was it called again? It was that Sesame
Kinect.
Street.
Oh,
thing.
what?
Once Upon a
Let's ruin
Monster.
my own joke.
I think they announced Fable for Kinect, right?
Yeah, that game looks kiddish as fuck. Like all hell.
What?
Like that Fable game you're talking about? I think I knew what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I just hope they come out with like a Kinect 2, because we all just can't get enough motion controls in our life.
Yeah, gaming.
Yeah.
Gamers
It's
want
the
motion
greatest
control.
thing.
That's really what they want.
Yeah, motion gaming is the greatest thing in gaming.
For sure, yeah.
That joke.
Yeah.
I wonder if when game companies hear negative things about their products, do they even just even look at them? Like, do they even hear what people are
No.
saying?
This
No.
is another yes man. There we go. Good idea, sir. Good idea, sir. Let's make another Kinect 2 that'll, has its own. You get your own avatar reward with it, so you have to go buy it or whatever.
I mean, the thing with Microsoft, cut your losses with the Kinect. Just cut your losses.
Oh well, they're not gonna listen to us anyway. Microsoft, if you're listening to this podcast, don't make another game. Don't make another Kinect. My laptop's going really crazy for some weird reason. I don't know why. Anyway, ignore that. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see Phil finally going to E3. Going back to this year's topic. Like, he's never. I don't think he's ever been to E3 before. But now he might actually get a chance to go there and see all the hot new releases and stuff, and see Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 when.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
exciting.
when all.
Because everyone wants to see the exact same game with the exact same graphics, with the exact same gameplay, but just it looks a bit different.
The thing with Microsoft, they show every year. It's Halo, Call of Duty, and another third-party
Battlefield,
game.
Gears of War.
No, third-party game. Last year they showed Tomb Raider.
Wait, whatever happened to that game? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's still getting made. Like, they're still working on it.
Alright, well, that'll be interesting enough anyway.
I have a
Devil May
fact.
Cry.
Oh God, Dante
I
was
don't
gay.
talk about. I'm not even calling that Dante. I'm just calling it an emo or something.
Yes, yes.
What's his
Not
name again?
Dante.
What's the name of the guy who made the game again? I've forgotten. It's Tamim or something.
Yeah, he's American, right?
No, he's English.
Oh, he's English.
Yeah, you can tell by his accent.
Yeah, I saw a picture of him. He looks exactly like the new Dante with the hairdo
I just call
and
him.
everything.
I just call him Tamim's son because he looks exactly like a younger version of him.
Yeah, with the same hairdo. He has the same hairdo as the new Dante.
It's really.
It looks like something you'd. It literally looks like something you'd see in a gay club or something. It really does. I'm not homophobic or anything, but his hairstyle looks like something you would see in there.
Yeah, it's like you would see in weird Final Fantasy game. Like,
No, Final Fantasy they'd have like Super Saiyan hair coming out of their back or something.
yeah, it's weird. Like Final Fantasy hair is weird.
Oh well. And they're probably going to make another one or something. Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Why don't they're just making
go
the
ahead.
parts free?
Yes, I'm with you on that.
So.
I'm
What we
looking
talking about?
forward for Phil to scream bullshit in Microsoft convention.
What?
In E3, when Phil attends like Microsoft, the convention thing, I want him to scream bullshit like when
Yeah,
they
then
announce
they'll just get kicked out.
Well, security guards
Yeah,
pile
like-
on them or something.
Like, I would laugh if that would happen.
Yeah, but
He just screams some random shit, got kicked out.
yeah, if they announce like a new Kinect game, he would just stand up and say bullshit, and they would just kick him out.
Or like the big cluster of like journalists and stuff that are like looking around like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah, everybody was like, who's this dude? What's happening?
Still,
I would love to see that.
well, even though there's like a not 1% that's going to happen. But anyway, in other DSP news, I guess the final DSP news that's been going on was that he made a response to some crazy, overblown, overdramatic machinima contract ordeal where people are going crazy because they think machinima's evil and they think that
Money only doesn't care.
yeah.
Yeah, me too. I don't care.
I don't really care either. Like, this isn't something really new in our world.
Yeah, like people, like some kid or something.
I mean, sorry to interrupt you, but like, to be honest though, I will say that just because it's like what DSP said, just because you can't get out of the contract, and like what you could do is just ask for a raise or like try and negotiate something. You don't go, oh, I'm just gonna stop making videos now, because it's not logical. Because like, say if you work for like a fast food shop or fast food, that's a bad example. If you work for like a retail or something and you want to get like a higher position, you want a raise, and they say no, you can't get a raise because you're not working enough. You don't say, oh, I'm gonna quit then. Oh, okay, then you've just basically lost all of your benefits and lost all of your money that helped you let you live on. So you pretty much just screwed yourself.
I just don't get it. Like, he doesn't, like I think it's just some crazy ordeal over like a misconception. He's like, oh, Machinima's trapped me for life, and if I ever want to get a job in the real world, I'll have to say no, I can't get a job because Machinima owns me, and like holding up contracts is like, really weird. I don't know. He's like really blown out of proportion. Like,
and most of them don't say I don't want to make Machinima video. They say I don't want to make Call of Duty videos anymore.
he makes World of Warcraft videos. He specializes in World of Warcraft. There you go. There's something different.
I honestly couldn't care less.
Well, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really just couldn't
Phil,
care.
Me too.
because you know Phil. Phil is the only person that would kind of say, all right, I want to make this video brief and I'm trying to cover a Machinima contract thing that's been going on, and then he proceeds to talk about it for 40 minutes, but still a lot of stuff covered.
No, it's not the first time that DSP's made a video and said, oh, I'm just going to talk about this quickly, and it ends up being like a 50-minute video. So,
Yeah, it's Phil Logic.
Yes, it's definitely the biggest channel he's
it's
ever done.
interesting. I think the only reason he did that was just because like you can't really make. He said before that he was going to make a video on it, but yeah, you know.
But yeah, he did, and a lot of stuff. Like, pretty much what happened, the long story short for it, some kid thought he was trapped in a Machinima contract because he found out that some other company was gonna get more, was gonna pay him more. He wanted to join it. However, Machinima said that it was what the heck was the word he used? I forget, but beginning with P. But pretty much it means that you're in contract until further notice, unless some sort of agreement was arranged. The kid overreacted,
OMG.
and he flipped out, and he said, "Oh, that's it. I don't want to make videos anymore." He added some dramatic piano music as well, just to make it even more. You know, like, what must be running through your head when you think, "Oh, you know, this video is fine."
Did he just think, oh, I'm gonna make a
Video about that shit.
It's fair enough that he wanted to make a video, but why did he feel the need that he had to add a piano music?
He wanted to make everyone like cry for him and all mourn. Like, oh, this dramatic piano music in the background is really effective.
That would make me think he's an asshole if he played that music.
Still, it made like no logical sense.
Was he crying in the video, or did he look like he was about to
He
cry?
wanted to say tough. He's like, oh, I'm a big boy. I'm gonna do.
If he cried, I would have blown a gasket.
I think it would have been even more viral in that case. It's got like 500,000 views, by the way, the video. But it's absolutely insane. It makes no sense, but
Why add piano music?
Yeah.
Why?
weird. But pretty much some other bigger YouTuber said, "Oh, this kid. Oh, I feel his pain, man. I feel his pain. I don't want to make."
Yo, dog, I feel his pain. Yo, let me check bomb.
This shit is hard. This shit is real, son.
Did he have heavy metal music in the background or something?
He's playing like Never Give Up.
Did he actually have that
No,
on
he
the
didn't.
background?
But it would.
Oh,
He
okay.
had metal music.
No, he didn't.
No, that's why I asked because seeing as he's gonna make a sad piano music in the background of the video, if someone's gonna make a response video, you might as well just play music displaying their emotions, responding.
He'd be kind of saying, you know, I'm employed to Machinima, but I'm not afraid to challenge them.
He's
And you
fine.
have like Eminem's Not Afraid like in the background, and it's kind of like, oh, I will stand up for my beliefs, and Machinima will not own me. I will.
And if someone
Yeah, he's a
disagrees,
fucking asshole. Like, the way you describe him, he sounds like a fucking asshole. He really
and
does.
I bet, and
He's like-
supposedly, if Machinima was gonna make a response video to him, they'd probably have my bullet for my Valentine, your betrayal in the background.
That's probably gonna be the longest, weirdest off-topic picture of making history here.
I really wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened. How did the lyrics go for that video again? I've forgotten.
You're betrayed. I think no, I'm gonna play it. I have it in my laptop for some weird reason.
Okay, but anyway.
Just search the lyrics quickly.
Yeah, I think
But yeah, anyway, and then a lot of people started thinking that Machinima's evil, and they're just trying to get the worst in people. Phil was like, oh, forget this. He made a 50-minute video about it, and everyone's happy.
Yes, because DSP needs to respond to everything that happens on the internet.
Oh, he'll hunt you
That's-
down if you say something like that there, because remember he didn't make a video about this SEPA or whatever the heck it's called, the other internet censorship bill, but like he just I don't really know why he wanted to cover this. Like, he could have probably just trimmed it and come on, Machinima, they're okay.
Oh wait, can I quickly say something?
Or-
Anyone who thinks that Cispa is worse than Sopa and Pippa is a complete and utter idiot, and you don't know what you are talking about, and you should kill yourself.
Wasn't that like?
isn't CISPA about
I'm
like
sorry. I'm
Like,
sorry.
Homeland Security?
I'm sorry, but like if Cispa is something that only affects America, and what it does is that it does invade your privacy, and that is bad. But Pippa and Sopa had the ability to completely disable the internet. So if you literally think that bill was worse than a bill that could practically kill the internet, you are just a complete and utter fear-mongering idiot, and you should just stop making videos and just stop talking altogether.
Table.
And now there's an awkward
Oh.
silence.
I was thinking you to slam the table at the end of that.
No, only if I mention Triple H in it, but maybe.
You could have said, oh, and
again.
Triple H supports this bill, and I hate Triple H. Boom, boom.
He did actually support the bill technically because WWE was behind Sopa and Pippa, but
It's only because people are like constantly streaming like WWE pay-per-views. Like, think about it. Whenever everyone was in the DSP chat, how many times?
Well, don't charge like to WWE.
Hey.
We live stream your pay-per-view. Don't charge $30 for a match I just want to see. Like, I want to see one
That's
good wrestling
$60.
match. You don't charge that $30.
Yeah.
What the heck?
hello.
Hey
Hello,
guys.
what the heck happened there? So, okay, I'm still recording, but we had some sort of.
What? Did anyone hear me?
Yeah, that was weird. No, like there was some crazy freezing thing that just happened. Sorry, everyone, my laptop's freezing up, but it's alright. Like, it's not that bad anymore, but there's some crazy
What I-
brain freeze there.
What I said was that in England it's about Britain it's only about like £15, but in America it's like $50 or $60 just for one pay-per-view or something. Oh god damn it!
There you go.
Here it's $40 actually for Extreme Rules. There was
You're wondering what that
$40.
is? That's the
Oh,
phone.
okay. Well, there you go. We got a nice impromptu
Nice.
phone call here. But while we're waiting,
Nice
we can play a
screenshot.
little game. Okay. Just because we have a tendency of going off topic this podcast, so we might as well continue to go off topic. In my local HMV, there was a DVD of the best wrestling matches of 2011. Okay. There are 4 matches in the back cover, and I want you to name what those 4 matches were. And then you're not going to get one.
Name them.
I'm gonna go with the Rock. And Dustin.
That was this year, not last year.
Oh god.
Greg Khali versus
Yeah,
Kane.
that was the headlining match.
That's match of the year.
And
I have no idea. I don't watch wrestling.
anyway,
Or most likely it's probably oh god, what was that match again? It was a Divas match.
those are Divas matches in the back of it.
This is probably all the Diva matches in the back, and on the top it's Great Khali versus Big Show.
I think okay. Well, I'm gonna give
sorry.
a start here. Okay, the first match was John Cena versus CM Punk. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that match has to be
Over
on
the
there.
next matches.
I'm surprised Triple H didn't smuggle his way to end up making it Triple H versus Undertaker, which wasn't a good match to begin with.
Oh yeah, don't worry, that was in the back as well. Yeah, Undertaker.
That is such an
Compared to the rest of WrestleMania, that match, besides the Punk and Jericho, that match was okay.
That match was extremely overrated because it was just boring. It just I don't know if they were expecting me to play that stupid nobody will hold my no grave will hold my
Ain't
body
no
down,
grave
something.
can hold my body down. Anyway,
Oh, don't sing
Anyway,
that, please.
but
I hear voices
Oh,
in my head. They're speaking to me.
Anyway, okay, so those are 2 matches. What do you think is the other match? Because I know you're not gonna get the match after it. There's no way.
I probably will. It's probably going to be an awful match.
There's 3 people that we haven't mentioned yet. So we've already mentioned Cena, Punk, Triple H, Undertaker. It was a ladder match.
Ladder match? Is it a Money in the Bank match?
World Heavyweight title.
Oh, I've got it, but it's completely blank. I can't think what it is.
Del Rio is one of.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about
Del Rio
that
versus
match.
Christian, yeah, in Extreme Rules. Whenever Christian won the belt, and then he lost it 5 days later. But let's not talk about that.
Just pretend that never
Yeah,
happened.
and the final match. You're not gonna get the final match. I'm just gonna say it to you, okay? The final match. Okay, so the top 4 matches, and it said and many more. Okay, so at the back of it said John Cena versus CM Punk, then Undertaker versus Triple H, then Christian versus Alberto Del Rio, and then hear me out, the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match.
That's
Random.
odd.
Yeah, that was
just
my
very
headlining
random.
matches, and I was like, okay, that makes no sense.
Not
I don't
Raw's.
even remember
Raw,
this.
I thought Raw's was better.
I don't remember it. It was last
Or the one
year.
with like John Morrison and stuff.
Oh, I think that was actually pretty good. Actually, I think it's because the end result was bad. I don't remember.
All right. Well, that was a good off-topic session for about 10 minutes. So, back on top. When DSP's taking some time off this weekend, and he might be recording stuff with Panda Lee if they're not too busy doing you know what. Anyway, John Rambo actually uploaded quite a lot of stuff.
You mean banging if you didn't get it.
Anyway, John Rambo uploaded quite a lot of stuff this weekend, or this week, sorry. He uploaded an interesting channel update, where he just basically talks about what's coming on, what's coming up this week. The show was actually 2 hours long, believe it or not. The first time ever, it was like a proper 2 hours long. It was like 1 hour and 59 minutes, something second 31. But they talked about the Avengers, much to Captain Fireworks' delight, because he kept on going on about it last week. But yeah, they were talking about the Avengers, and they were talking about other like superhero stuff. In the end of it, they also did some stuff like type in digital gonorrhea and stuff in Google, blah blah blah. You know, talk about all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, the usual stuff that they do. Also,
I have an off-topic
if you
question.
want,
When will Batman Rises come out
I don't
cinema?
know, like later this year.
Probably next year or the end
This
of the
year or next year?
I think it said when I went to go see Avengers. I think it said that by the end of this year. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Trailer wasn't.
they have a statue of Batman, but they didn't have a release date.
I think the trailer was crap. I really do, because the trailer it didn't really show anything. It just showed Batman just walking down an alley, and then I don't know, it was just weird. And you didn't really know what was going on.
I have an idea. Like, I think Ben will break Batman's back.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah, in the comic, actually, Ben breaks Batman's back in the comics. So in the movie, you might see that.
Does that explain whoever that person was in the bed in the trailer?
What are you talking about?
In the trailer, it showed like some blonde person talking on the oh God, I don't remember anymore.
Okay, so moving swiftly back on the topic again, because we're currently 40 minutes into the podcast and we've like done nothing. Actually, an interesting thing that happened, like I actually didn't mention it here, but Smart Guys was recorded on Friday, and I'm not sure if the two of you seen it, because I'm pretty sure Mr. G did.
I've seen it and it wasn't.
Yeah, what do you think? Like, alright, to anyone who doesn't know, it was a podcast since DSP's taking time off this weekend. It was in podcasty style when John Rambo had a random guy who I don't think we've ever seen before called Matthew. I think he was on the show at one point, but one of his friends called Matthew, and they did a podcast style, like, you know, Smart Guys is normally maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour long. Well, in this case, it was 1 hour and 53 minutes long. It was incredibly long, and they did.
It wasn't very. I mean, nothing was wrong with John Rambo, but he just. I don't know. It just wasn't entertaining at all.
Yeah, I think they went off topic way too much. Like, the good thing about Smart Guys was that they, like, DSP kept on topic like, almost all the time. Like, they might go a little bit off topic, but it'd be for like literally like seconds. But then he would like jump straight back in and then go straight on. In this one, there's really no one to like control who was going back on topic. So like the very first segment, they just went, oh, and John Laurinaitis said this, and then all of a sudden they just talked about John Laurinaitis for like 20 minutes, and I was like, well, I don't really want to hear this. Like, I want to get on that. Well, that's a bit hypocritical of us saying that. And we just spent 10 minutes talking about pay-per-view matches and songs and stuff. But anyway, like in a show,
I don't mind jumping off topic. It's just that as long as it's interesting to listen to, then okay. But
yeah,
I don't know.
like it was an interesting twist, but it didn't appeal to me, and it didn't appeal to DarkHadouKurosaki, obviously. Shotgun, did you see the Smart Guys?
Nope.
Oh well, it's 1 hour. If you have 2 hours to kill, then there you go. But one thing that's interesting is that like there are a lot of comments about Matthew, who was the guy that John Rambo was doing it with, and a lot of people were some people thought he was really good, some people thought he was not very good. But I'm not really sure. I don't really mind him, to be honest. But a lot of people seem to have had like a problem with him. But you know, that's the normal DSP John Rambo fan, where they don't like changing. They go, oh my.
Yeah, just you know, like the moment that. Sorry to jump off topic here, but like the moment DSP plugged the highlights video, which I appreciate, but like they just go on echo. I can hear echo.
Hello.
Okay, it's fine now. Okay, the moment, I can hear my echo again.
Can you?
Yeah.
I'll just go on anyway for a little bit. I'll probably say.
Oh God. Alright. The moment he plugged my my highlights video, there were people saying, "Oh yeah, it was good," and then there's like a few other these idiots who are just like, "Oh, the intro is 25 seconds long. It's too much. Why is the WWE in it? Why is that anime?" And it's just like, why does it matter? It's 20 seconds. You can skip it. So I took the feedback, changed the intro to a 10-second quick anime intro, and it really doesn't matter. And then there's still people complaining, saying, "Oh, it doesn't fit the DSP video." Just, oh.
Well, people were constantly complaining whenever DSP first brought light to the podcast. Remember, he first brought light to the fourth podcast, and everyone was like, "Oh, listen to you nerds! Oh, look at you! You're just a bunch of DSP fanboys."
I just think I just think some of his fans are just idiots, and it's not all of them. Most of them are okay, but just like. Just like some of them are just. This group of them are just so stupid, just so far up their own.
Yeah. They just don't want change. They go, oh, we want DSP. We don't want anyone else. Like whenever John Rambo was on, even then, like I think whenever John Rambo was on, he got like the least amount of negative feedback. But whenever people
like when Panda Lee went on there, and it's like, oh,
You know,
why is there a woman in the playroom? She needs to get back in the kitchen. Son, what is
the funny
this?
part. Everyone was like, oh, DSP's got a girlfriend. Oh, can we please see her in the video? Can we please see her in the video? She appears in the video. Oh, we hear his girlfriend. You know, it's like, can't ask for something, and then as soon as you get it, you just complain about it. Like, nope.
Yeah, go back in the kitchen, woman.
It's so stupid. Like some of the people, but
Yeah, I saw some of those comments. Only like a half of them were funny. Everything else was just sexist.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
in the kitchen. You shouldn't be here. Girls
Make
aren't allowed
me
to
a
play video
sandwich.
games.
Make me a sandwich.
Yeah, make me a sandwich. Like, I'm going like, really? You guys can't think of anything better than that?
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's your
there are some-
typical 12-year-old fanboy.
That's what I said. It's just okay. Enough talking about this. What were we talking about? In the first
we're
place?
talking about smart guys, but now moving on.
Yeah, we're pretty much done now.
Oh yeah, that's it. Alright, that's it for the podcast. No,
Gaming
no,
news.
we still got a Schnauzman Hole Punch that was uploaded this week.
I haven't watched
uploaded
that yet.
today. I watched it as soon as it came out. I was like one of the first 10 to watch it because I'm like that good. But anyway, it was.
Was it any good?
It was.
Did you comment
Yeah,
first
no, I
on
said
the,
oh yes for my comment, but mine was like second, unfortunately. Some guy did say you would put
First.
something for first, but anyway, I thought it was amazing. I actually thought it was brilliant because they've got a really good story coming in now, like a really good story, like you know, kind of for Project 7, it's like oh no, John Rambo, DSP, and DSP, John Rambo, and Howard. Oh, they're stuck in this predicament. How do they get out? Schnauzman Hole Punch actually has a really good, like, tense story going to now. Like, now that, I'm not going to spoil it, but now that like something crazy happened at the party, and now they've started this new storyline, and it's kind of like, oh, I really want to see what else happens, but, you know, obviously it can't. And use another for, like, I mean, OJ is actually a pretty good actor as well, which I think is pretty good, and like, his narration and stuff's really good, and he uses such complicated language. And I think stuff like that there is really good for the series. Plus the fact John Rambo already, like, he performs songs that they do on the show. So I do think that, like, I'm really enjoying the series. I think this episode is really, really good, just like the other ones, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. Pretty much. So if nobody else has anything else to add, then I guess we can move on to gaming news. Oh, but OJ actually uploaded something as well this week for the first time in like since PAX East. It uploaded something, which is crazy, but there you go. That's pretty much it. Anyway, gaming news. What's been going on? Like about 100 million stuff has actually happened. Probably one of the biggest news that came out is that BioShock Infinite, one of the hottest titles to be coming out this year, has been delayed until next year. Yeah.
Good thing.
Couldn't care less.
Really?
Oh God.
No.
Oh.
I just.
If
just
they're
not
fixing the
that.
game, then that's good on them.
Well, they said their reasoning for it was whenever we arranged our date for later this, we were confident that it was going to be it. However, we have discovered a way to make BioShock Infinite even better. So with that in mind, we're now going to delay the game. So we're kind of like, okay, well, let's see where this goes. But like.
But that's the genetic comment for every delay out there.
So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I actually think it's a pretty good move because so many blockbuster games coming out, like Black Ops 2, and I
Oh
think
God.
that's it.
Don't talk
The
about
only
it.
good. That's the only good game.
Assassin's Creed.
No.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, like all those other games.
I think that is that coming out this year? I've forgotten.
Yeah. New engine, new gameplay footage. Good game. Can't wait.
So yeah, BioShock Infinite got delayed. I'm pretty upset about that, even though I can't get my hands on it later. But I am pretty happy because now I can actually buy it on my own PS. I don't have to like buy 100 games at once. That's fine. In terms of this week's releases, this week coming is a pretty big game or week for game releases. You've got Game of Thrones, the video game is coming out, which is interesting. You've also got
Yeah.
probably the two biggest games that are coming out are Diablo 3 and Max Payne 3 are coming out this year. Or not this year, this week. So unfortunately I won't be able to get them. well, I've never played Diablo, and unfortunately I can't really get Max Payne 3 at the moment, but I'm sure a lot of people will be buying them and stuff, especially Diablo 3. Like, I've heard a lot of people want to get that as well.
I heard a problem with the servers in Diablo 3.
Is there?
What is Oh, sorry. Go on.
What?
Go on. Go on.
I heard that there is going to be server issues with the Diablo 3 launch date thing.
The reason for that?
I don't know.
But what I was going to say was what type of game is Diablo 3? Because I haven't watched it or seen it at all.
Yeah, I haven't really given it either, because...
Is it like Skyrim or something? I'm not sure.
No, it's more like a hack and slash type thing. Did you play Dota?
Did I play
Dota?
what?
Dota.
No.
It's kind of like that. If you see gameplay footage or anyway.
So, yeah, that like a lot of PC gamers are looking forward to that game because like it's PC heaven pretty much, and a lot of consoles are looking forward to Max Payne 3, and then we still got that King of Hate club or crew that's been going on.
Yeah.
But still, it's another Rockstar game, so we can't really complain. And GTA 5 is also coming out soon enough, so pretty big year and a half for Rockstar. But this will be the first of their many releases. Max Payne 2 came out years ago as well, and Max Payne 3 is only coming out now, which I think is pretty weird. But still, a lot of people are looking forward to it.
The last Max Payne game was on PlayStation 2. 2006, I think.
Yeah, so it's been quite a while anyway since comparing it to maybe Grand Theft Auto. Like Grand Theft Auto 4 came out pretty early on the next gen console's existence, and then GTA 5's coming out now, whereas Max Payne waited quite a while until it was finally being released. But still, I remember I played Max Payne the occasional time.
Yeah.
So
I forgot the story.
Yeah, I forgot the story too, but I don't know. I'll need to look up some more videos about it anyway. And then in other news, EA has confirmed there's going to be a new Dead Space game. Whether that's going to be a direct sequel or not, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether they said it or not, but still, it's interesting enough. I'm not sure whether they should continue milking out the series or they're going to make another triple trifecta of games for Dead Space.
Yeah, it was confirmed a long time ago.
Was it? I don't even know.
Yeah, it was confirmed by IGN.
Oh, well, there you go. So anyone that likes was there any type of date arranged or anything, or some sort of time schedule when it's going to be released at?
No, but they showed it in a TV show, and IGN wrote an article about it. But EA has come out officially to announce the game.
Oh, that's pretty good.
They just announced it officially.
Anyway, Hitman has got the new Hitman game has got a release date. It'll be coming out November 20th, which is I think it's the week after Black Ops 2. And
oh no.
Stuff, so I'm sure all the Call of Duty people will be like, oh, we're too busy playing our amazing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 or Call of Duty Future Warfare to be playing Hitman. So I never really get into the Hitman series, so I don't really mind for the other game.
They were great on PlayStation 2.
Oh. Well, Street Fighter Cross Tekken got released this week on PC for $49.99.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many. I think it's about £39 or £99.
Don't care. Just wait for Skullgirls to come out on PC like they said they are.
No, I couldn't care less about Skullgirls.
Oh snap!
You get out of here with this blast.
I just don't care. I really don't care.
I
heard it was good, but I just don't care enough. But I will be. I can hear my echo again.
Really?
Yeah. What is that? Well, anywho, I'm looking forward to Tekken Tag Tournament 2, but I'm not sure when that comes out. I heard it comes. It's definitely coming out soon.
Yeah, a bunch of my friends are looking forward to that game as well, and also Tekken Cross Street Fighter is coming out at some point, which hopefully will be better than the abomination
It will be.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
It's made by Bandai. They make good games.
Yeah. And then I guess the final news for this week, well, what happened this past week was Minecraft actually got released for the Xbox 360 arcade. And
Still don't care.
I actually,
There's so many I don't cares in this podcast.
oh well, but
I care. It's just that I'm not gonna play it. Like my brother's gonna buy. I'm not wasting my money.
well, I wasted my money on it, but that's because my laptop / PC can't run Minecraft. So I was like, well, a lot of my friends talk about it. Like a bunch of my friends got it as well. So pretty much we've created our own little world on it. But an interesting note is that it is the most expensive Xbox Live Arcade game ever, but not by a lot. Like as most Xbox Live Arcade games are between 400 and 1,200 Microsoft points, which is
Yeah, that's like $5 to $15.
Not that expensive.
well, Minecraft broke that boundary and it is being sold at 1,600 Microsoft points.
So it's full $20.
Yeah, so, but, at the same time, it is Minecraft, like, it is probably, like, the bit, it is, like, they're considering having a disc release, but then they said, oh, we might as well just sell it on, Xbox Live Arcade, so that's probably what.
I don't know why they didn't disc release. Make it a disc release for $20. That would make the best sense.
Well, they decided to just do it for Xbox Live Arcade. The download is actually pretty quick, so, it's actually, and I've been playing it, and I can see why it's addictive, let's put it that way. It's very interesting. Like, it runs really smoothly. Like, the only bad thing to it is that the worlds aren't that big. Like, in it, like, obviously in the PC it's, like, endless. Like, how big the worlds are, apparently. I've never played it before, but people say that. However, the Xbox version is, like, isn't that big. I think it's big enough, because, for, like, a world where 5 of my friends, like, are playing in it, I think it's big enough. Like, we've created our own, like, big, massive area and stuff. So I can see why it's very addictive and why it's very hard to stop. Because one of my friends is addicted to it, like he won't stop playing it, which is pretty scary. But Mr. G, I know you also got a Minecraft for the Xbox.
No, I don't have an Xbox
You
anymore.
don't? Oh,
Yes.
that was a nice botch from me. But I think that's a pretty good way to move on to our.
Stop pulling some cars on us.
Sorry.
Stop boxing. You're gonna get fired.
Anyway, let's move pretty good on to our big topic, which quite frankly nobody knows how to explain it. It was recommended to us by Vossel, and it is on indie versus big companies. Why people prefer indie games over big companies? Why people might like hating on big companies such as EA. For example, Minecraft developer Notch, I think that's what his name was. He started hating on EA and started saying how they're like ruining the gaming.
Yeah. How I read that.
That's an interesting thing. I did read it, but it was quite a while ago, so I can't really remember most of the details. But pretty much what he was saying was that he doesn't like EA. Like, oh yeah, it was about that other bundle that they said there was like an indie game bundle that they released.
Yeah, they released an indie game bundle, and he said he was like going mad and saying you ruin gaming and you ruin gamers and stuff like that.
But like let's think about some indie game. Like, whenever I say indie games, I don't mean games that are maybe made by one person. Like maybe smaller companies that not many people know about. Like for example, a game like Amnesia, like that wasn't made by a big company. Like it was kind of made by some like place out of the blue. They previously made the Penumbra series, if any of you want to remember. But Amnesia is probably it's another well-known indie game that was being released, and it was released to popular critical acclaim. And it's kind of funny because big websites such as IGN and GameSpot and stuff, they didn't even review the game. They give it a proper review. Like whenever, if you want to try and look at a review for Amnesia: The Dark Descent, like you wouldn't even find any. You'd have to go to some random people to do it. But a game like that, the reason why a lot of people kind of like it is because, created by an indie developer. People think that indie developers are more closer to their community than to like a big developer, like such as EA or something other, or EA or Activision or people like that there, who on THQ, like those other type of companies kind of like they're really corporate, as people say, and they don't listen to the fans as much. Whereas indie game companies kind of like listen to the fans a lot more, and they're a lot more close to the fans. But do you agree with this interpretation? Do you think that indie gamers like are more close to their companies?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they are, but that doesn't. But you can say a big company can be closer to the fans. They just don't want to be.
Like, what benefits do you think this would have on the gaming companies in terms of their games and the fans in terms of how they appreciate said games? Do you think?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the question.
Well, pretty much, to answer my own question here, pretty much it would be that, like people think that if you communicate more with the company, it's, if you communicate more with like the company, like if you say in like Minecraft, you go, well, I would really like it if the Essence Store like Big Boat and people said, oh, well, we would like it if you included more weather or something in the game, like maybe blizzards and stuff, then maybe the company would be like, okay, well, this is what our fans want, we can get straight to it. But people might think that if you're in like a big company, they might think, oh, well, even if we suggest something that's not going to come to life. For example, let's think about some stuff, like, some famous examples include stuff like WWE games. Like, people think, oh, well,
Sweet
yeah,
God.
those games, like, oh, we want this, we want that, and the company just completely throws it away. It's like, anyway. And people think, oh,
Imagine if everyone just started asking for Chris Benoit to be added into the next game.
that would be so weird.
Oh
Oh,
God.
we want Chris Benoit, and they'd be like, okay. We want John Cena's wife as a downloadable character.
What the?
Who would want that?
It's a crazy storyline for it, but yeah, people think that indie having like a indie audience, you know, it's a lot better. Another kind of thing that was brought up was maybe like crowd starting events, and maybe like a game that could only be run by like donations by like people. Like they think that like a crowd kickstarting thing is in like a game that is really poorly funded, but then people think, oh, we build up enough money for it. Like quite a number of mods for like games do this year as well. Like I remember a friend of mine, like this is years ago, tried to make like a Half-Life mod for like an update, a Half-Life mod for Opposing Force, if anyone's played that. But he was trying to make like a high def version of that, and he was asking for like ideas and stuff. Those are like the really indie type of audiences. Those are like those are fans like actually play making the games, and they're actually asking other fans for like help and stuff. And people think that's a bigger community out there, but really, to be honest, there isn't really much you can really say about this big topic. Well, in terms of us, we're not exactly the biggest people to talk about this here, but that's pretty much all we could say.
That's what I'm talking at all.
I think the difference between indie games and big company is the creative limits. Like indie games they do whatever they want to do in their game. They put whatever they want to put. But big games, big companies, they always trying to go mainstream. Only few companies that said to the producer or project leader to do whatever you want to do. I think that's the point.
Like people think that like if a company like say Infinity Ward, well back whenever they were still making Call of Duty, if they listened to their fans a lot more, and if they actually said, okay, what do you want to happen in the campaign? What do you want to happen here? Rather than them just making the decisions themselves, then Call of Duty would be a much better game. But do you agree with this interpretation?
No, because if Call of Duty fans get involved, the game will be worse.
Because they're all like 12.
Yes.
Yes.
But other games, they will get better, basically.
Like what games can you think of?
Mass Effect 3.
What they give like ending recommendations?
Yes.
What do you-
Instead of rainbow colors, we can go with real ending that the dialogue and what you did through the campaign affects the ending rather
Funny
than...
enough, I got...
go-
Oh, sorry, you go on.
No, go ahead.
What I was going to say was that I got Mass Effect 2 today, and it's it. And what happens is, like, does the story affect, the story carries on to Mass Effect 3, doesn't it?
Yes.
So, basically, what everyone said was that no matter what you do, in the end, it's always going to be the same in Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, you can go ahead and say fuck everybody. I'm not gonna be your friend. I'm not gonna romance anybody. I'm not gonna do anything. And in the end, the kids will show up and say, you can go with the red ending and fuck everybody, or you can go with the blue ending and save humanity. And either way you go, Joker will survive with ED, and the Mass Relay will be destroyed. That's it. I ruined Mass Effect for you. Don't buy it. It's a shitty
You know
game.
what? I'm not even.
Well, Mass Effect 3 or 2, because I've already got 2.
Well, no, don't even answer that because I'm not even gonna cut that. I can't be bothered cutting it. So, to any of you people who haven't already beat Mass Effect 3, then shame on you for listening to this podcast this far. Anyway, actually, an interesting thing that's been brought up was people were like, I remember Capcom did this whenever they did like polls for what characters you would want in as DLC. For
It's funny that no, they did it for a game. I remember Marvel. Yeah, they said what character you want, and everybody picked Virgil, and Marvel. I don't know who they picked.
What about Ken? Ken wasn't in it for some reason.
Yeah.
No,
Ken was like 3, and still they didn't go with the list. They only went with Marvel and Frank West. And they were with like shitty characters instead.
I just didn't.
Raccoon isn't shitty. He is a good character.
No,
and you gotta understand.
Frank West and Virgil are good characters. I'm just talking about the rest. They're shitty. Nova is cheap.
Nova's good. Yeah, you're right. Nova's good, but he's cheap. Like he's way too good.
Hawkeye is the most cheapest character ever with Gimlet. Like, I fucking hate Hawkeye.
There are some good Hawkeyes out there that can actually arrow spam you to the corner and you can't do anything. They can be a really good zoner.
I hate Hawkeye. I think I loved Nemesis. He was a good character.
Strange is good.
Yeah, God, 10 years later.
Strange was bad.
Strange could be a really good character if you really really work with him.
Why did they put Strange in the game?
Because Marvel said they had to put him in the game.
Yeah. Everybody hate Doctor Strange.
I don't like Strange either. But that's probably because I like Dormammu.
Yeah, like it's so weird because I'm sure so many people voted for flipping.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm sure so many people voted for Rocket Raccoon to be in Ultimate Marvel, right?
Well, you gotta understand.
Yeah. I voted for him. He was my number 1 pick.
It was so weird how it was just kind of like, oh, well, we want to know who you want in the game and then proceed to completely ignore all the options and go with random people.
Yeah.
You know.
They probably did show the list. They probably did show the Marvel list, and Marvel just probably just laughed at him and said, no, here's the characters we want.
Capcom actually did Phoenix Wright, Frank West, and Virgil, which were the most requested. But in Marvel, I requested Ken, Cyclops, and I don't know who else. And they completely shit-listed everybody and said, we do an Avenger movie, here's the character. Promote them.
Oh, we're making a new TV show with Spider-Man and with other superheroes, here's the characters we want.
Yeah, it was like so fucking funny.
Like now I know why I have the characters in there, because that Spider-Man show. Because Doom's in it, Taskmaster's in it, Iron Fist's in it, Nova, like, Rocket Raccoon was in the second season of the Avengers.
And they put Hawkeye because the Avengers movie, and they also Doctor Strange. I have no idea why they put Doctor Strange in the game.
I don't know when Doctor Strange is coming in.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But I don't really think we can say any. Like, do you think is there anything else we should talk about? And it's not so much. It's probably the smallest big topic we've had, but I don't know. We didn't really have much to talk about this year because we're not exactly experts in the field, and we didn't really know what else to talk about. But still, I think we did cover quite a lot, and we did go quite a lot off topic in the DSP section.
Yes.
Capcom can listen to their fans like they used to, and be that one of those few big companies that listen to their fans.
Well,
only problem is they're never going to do it because they love money too much.
It's gonna be fun.
Tell the truth, nobody listens to the fan in terms of big companies, in my opinion.
I'm sorry, but I'm just a Valve fanboy, and I'm just gonna say, oh well, Valve's the best, and Valve sometimes listens to their fans, probably more so than any.
Yeah, right. That's why we're releasing Half-Life 3 next week.
Oh well, shut up. Anyway, okay, so no, don't even go. That's a dark area. Okay, so is that? Do you think that's pretty much all we can say for?
Yeah, that's
So
silence.
yeah, so moving on to real life news. We don't have much to talk about here, to be honest. An interesting thing that came up this week was the London 2012 Olympics is being heavily guarded by military missiles and stuff, as they usually do, and pretty much they're planning a whole pile of crazy weapons and stuff all around the Olympic Stadium. Because they're so scared of like suicide bombers and stuff. I don't know, it's really weird, but
I live like 30 minutes away from the Olympics.
you're gonna like get blown if there's a suicide bomber there. It's gonna be like, oh, all missiles hit Wembley Stadium. Ignore the thousands of people that you're gonna kill. Just kill the suicide bomber first. It's really weird, but
I'm with them on that. Like, I think UK did get suicide bombed like one time. It was July 7, right?
I think so.
Was it
Yeah.
July 7?
Yeah.
When they got like the 4 suicide bombers, which was a sad event. Of course they're scared about that again.
Mm.
Alright, I can
That
hear
was
people.
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
I
going
don't
on?
know, we're having some crazy technical difficulties here. I'm very sorry to all the listeners that this may affect. But anyway, so what are we saying before we done?
You just die.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's there.
Okay. I guess the only other thing we could talk about is that Barack Obama, the U.S. president, now supports gay marriage.
Yeah.
It's a political ploy. Don't believe. Like,
Don't
it's a political ploy.
Don't
Trying
believe
to beat Mitt
anything.
Romney. Don't. Like, now to election day, don't believe half the stuff he's saying.
And they
Don't believe anything the government tells you. That's what
Yeah.
I say. I have
Illuminati.
my own opinion. I have my own opinion about
Oh,
that.
Illuminati, Freemasons, like, prisonplanet.com, like, all conspiracy theory, Alex Jones.
Tupac is alive.
Disregarding that, but I have my own opinion on it. But
Alright, so
My only opinion of it is Obama's trying to beat Mitt Romney. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's gonna beat him whether he's sporting gay marriage or not.
oh, he killed Osama bin Laden. That means you're off.
oh no, when I said my own opinion, I'm not talking about the gay marriage thing. I don't care about that, but I'm talking about the government in general.
Yeah.
But like, what the hell?
That was me burping.
Okay. Anyway,
We got DSP here.
alright. So are we ready to move on to all 5 forum questions that we have, all by the same forum user?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's
Sure.
Well, alright, so here we go. Okay, so it's not a very long podcast this time. I think it's probably about the same length as the second podcast that we did, which was about 1 hour and 26 minutes. So it's not a very big one, but I mean, there wasn't that much to talk about this week. It wasn't that eventful. Just a lot of news that came up. But anyway, because the previous ones were ridiculous because we had a lot to talk about in those other times. I was like DSP.
And I always derailed it and made it talk about Triple H or Great Khali doing
Triple
doing the 450 smash. So,
Anyway, I guess it's the new meme then. Anyway, so Smooth Shark asks 5 questions, and those are pretty much the only questions that we're going to answer. He has the very first question is this is a pretty interesting one. If you guys could meet up in real life, what would you do and where would you go?
nothing.
A fighting game. I'm gonna go with a fighting game arcade and run a set with everybody.
Yeah, I
Even
agree
if
with
people
that.
like
Okay, I guess you do that. Yeah.
yeah, been interesting.
Yeah.
Or we could just all go to like Phil's place and do some crazy like Star Wars Connect like dance off with like everyone. I think that'd be pretty good.
Well, in my book, I would go to fighting game arcades and just run sets with everybody.
Yeah. I think it still would be really good if like a lot of fans could like meet him at like, a convention, not to like chill and party and stuff. I don't know, but that would be pretty cool. But we know that's not gonna happen. But oh well.
And we can get strippers
Get
and
strippers
stuff.
and stuff. Get. I was gonna say something there, but I'm gonna stop. Anyway. Srisha also asks, we all have a... Okay, I don't know what this means, but correct me if I pronounce this wrong, but we all have a... I'm sorry, I can't say words, but hetero man...
Oh.
Hetero man crush? I don't know, but what is yours?
A hetero.
Hetero man crush.
What
Yeah.
does that mean?
Does it have to be in real life?
I don't know.
Guessing.
He did specifics, so interpret it whatever you want.
Yeah. I can't think of anyone.
Yeah.
I don't think I would.
I think
That's it.
I have one. Wesker.
Really?
Yes.
Any reason why?
Like that relationship would be so neglectful. Like he'll just suck you dry and then just kick you to the curb.
Whoa.
This is
Whoa.
Like he'll take all your money, all your assets, everything, and then just kick it to the curb. And then you go back to it. It goes like, well, that's what I do.
I'm sorry, you just caught me off guard with that.
Yeah, I need to like take a step back there.
You lost me at suck you off. Yeah. I think I would go with Wesker.
I would probably be.
Or Johnny Cage.
Mine would probably be Ichigo Kurosaki. I don't know. From Bleach. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. If they have to be real life, then I'd choose suicide.
As for me, Gordon Freeman, because he's got a pretty big crowbar. Anyway,
Yeah. I don't got one.
I'll let you interpret that whatever way you want. He also...
So is he Hag?
The third question is this is I hope you guys have got something prepared for this because it might take you a while to think about it. Tell us the story of your most embarrassing moment, and please don't beat around the bush. Be honest, it's all for fun.
I can't think of any off my head. I honestly can't.
Well, think while the rest of us try and do something. Alright, I guess I'll start because I'm the only one who actually thought this question through. Whenever I was 6 years old, okay, so hear me out, this is interesting. We were doing a running race in a hall. Now, I just want to let you know, I'm just going to give you some completely irrelevant backstory here and background. The walls were made of brick, and they kind of stuck out a bit. And, once again, completely irrelevant. We were doing a running race, and you had to run full pelt so as fast as you could, because, it was a race. And you had to run to the wall, and you had to stop at the wall. And then, completely irrelevant. The walls are pretty pricky. You had to run to the wall, look at it, and then stop right in front of it, and then run back. Now, being the incoherent idiot 6-year-old that I was, I started off the race, and I was like, oh, I had to win this, I have to win this. So then we had to go. I ran and I sprinted my heart out. This is a youth club, by the way. It wasn't like my own house, but we sprinted at full pelt. I ran towards it. I completely forgot to stop at the wall and proceeded to split my head against the brick wall.
Oh, damn.
And, pretty much, I was knocked on.
Oh, damn.
I was unconscious immediately. Whenever I regained consciousness, I was in the back of a car and I thought I was kidnapped. It turns out I was going to the hospital. I lost consciousness again, and I regained consciousness lying.
Jerry Lawler kidnapped.
Yeah.
Little Jimmy.
I regained consciousness and that's so good. I regained consciousness and I was lying on a doctor's bed getting stitched up, and I was pretty horrified. But I was told not to move, and I was like freaking out. But I was freaking out, so I wasn't thinking about it because it actually did happen. But yeah, that's pretty much the most embarrassing moment. I ran into a brick wall. And by the way, there was a crowd there. By the way, so you had little kids watching, and you had little kids watching as a 6-year-old flipping. as a 6-year-old, like his face is covered in blood, you know. It looked like some sort of crazy WWE thing where like someone would run against a ring.
And then Ric Flair just came in.
Yeah, and then Triple H just came out and just buried
Yeah,
you.
no, he
Just got a shovel and put a bunch of dirt on your head.
there you go. Undertaker.
And then he got the mic and said, "You just got buried at Triple H."
And then Brutus Clay comes out and dances with everyone.
Yes, that's exactly what I was just about to say. I was just about to say that. And then Triple H pedigrees him, and then he's released the
And
next
then
day.
Captain Price comes out. Alright, anyway. Moving swiftly onwards. Shotgun, you have a...
I had a weird dream. I dreamed about this before I got up to the podcast. Like I dreamed that Dolph Ziggler won a match, and then Triple H came out and then pedigreed him. And I was like, what the hell am I dreaming about?
You sure that wasn't a dream, or are you sure it wasn't something that happened last year?
Probably did happen last year.
It did happen last year.
Oh.
Joking. I remember The Miz won a match. It was a dark match, and The Miz won a match, and then Triple H came out for no reason.
Pedigreed.
And pedigreed
Oh, I think I remember reading that there. That's probably never The Miz forgot to... That was never The Miz forgot to pick up R-Truth or the carry.
No, that was like a few months ago. For no reason, he lost the match, and then for no reason, all Triple H just came down and pedigreed him.
And he like celebrated with the crowd, and everyone was like, okay. And it didn't even go anywhere. It was like, oh, well, okay, let's just casually get pedigreed by your boss, okay. Anyway,
What was
Sorry for the embarrassing moment. I pissed on Skype. That's it. That's all I
yeah.
got.
Oh, I didn't watch.
No, it wasn't.
I heard about it, but
It wasn't recorded on Skype, but yeah, it was pretty terrifying. Do you have a embarrassing moment to share? Yeah.
Me. Not. I probably do, but I just can't explain it properly.
Okay.
So, ask Mr. G because I'm still thinking.
Well, Mr. G's not even here. At the moment he's
Where is
taking
he?
a trip to the little ladies' room, so he'll be back in a little minute, I think. Anyway, I guess we might as well continue with a question. I'll let you think about that while we go to the next question. Okay. Can we have more tech outs recorded? They're pretty funny, so I think we should keep getting into. So I think they should get some individual videos. I don't even know what that means.
More
Tech
takeouts.
outs, yeah. Can we have more tech outs?
So can we order Chinese on the
That's
air?
what I was thinking too. I was like, okay, I'll just record myself.
Why do I need Chinese on the air? I can just go upstairs to go make some right now.
So can we get more takeouts? So I'm pretty sure he means. I'm sure he means outtakes, but still.
Well, how does he
Yeah, probably
say
means
more?
outtakes.
Yeah, he does mean outtakes. So I'm just taking fun of it.
I don't know. Well, like more tech outs. Like I haven't recorded any to begin with, but they're pretty funny. So I think they should get more individual videos. Okay. Well, I guess so.
What about the one that we just did when the podcast just ended in about like 10 seconds?
Okay, and the final question here is this is a pretty interesting question. Why do you think that us as teens and teen adults or teen adults talk so much about video games, and why is it so important in our lives?
Because life is terrible.
life-
That's why.
The economy sucks. Video games do not suck.
And the world's gonna end. I'm joking.
Illuminati, Freemason.
I wasn't even talking
hashtag.
about that. I wasn't even talking about that.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, I think we talk so much about video games because pretty much everything's boring now. TV, it's kind of like nobody really cares about it. And there's so many TV channels that there's not much there. And that so many people have different tastes in television that we can't really talk much about it. Whereas something like video games is something we can all relate to. Oh, do you play this game? Oh, well, I play this game. All that there. People tend. It's an easy thing just for people to make friends through. Because it's a very popular thing. It's now mainstream, so a lot more people play it. So it's a very common thing for us to relate to, and people might want to try and get into something together just to make friends and stuff. And it's very fun to talk about and all the mischief and stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
And life is awful.
I guess before we go off, we might as well talk about some stupid wrestling stuff just to clear some more time. I guess we might as well start off with John Cena getting divorced. Yeah.
Rise above the alimony. I'm already making those T-shirts right now.
Yeah, John. Yeah.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that how his motto is I will never quit, or what was it again? I'll never give up. What was it? Yeah, we'll never give up, or all of that, and he's given up in his marriage. It just seems a bit hypocritical.
It's so funny.
It's the same.
I seen a photo posted on the forums where it was like a photo of him bloody after Extreme Rules saying, I'm going to need to take a break. I'm needed at my house. And then
my wife needs me, that's what it said.
Yeah, my wife needs me. Comes back around the next day. Nah, I just divorced my wife. Well, I'm back, guys.
Really good. But,
because, I think he talked about this off air. So, because what did I say? I said that, he's got the same lawyer.
She's got his...
that Linda Hogan has. And Linda Hogan won that, and she got like 70% of his stuff. So yeah, and she said I don't know, it's weird. I didn't properly read it. Because she thinks that there's still hope for the marriage or something.
Yeah, just filed for divorce anyway.
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, how many I don't cares is that now?
I don't know. I don't care about a lot of things nowadays.
So, Golden Shotgun, you better be listening to this. We're gonna have to get a new I don't care meme going around, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't usually join the forums, but when I do, I know I just mutter the phrase I don't care. I think that'd be a pretty good one.
I think I'm just gonna post that Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't care thing on the what's it called again, on the funniest moments.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, and what else happened in the wacky wonderful world of wrestling as well that we were talking about?
There's a bootleg version of Stone Cold versus Mr. McMahon going on at the moment.
Oh yeah, so good old
because
John.
Oh yeah, because everyone cares about that. We all know what's going to happen in the end. Who cares? It's Lord Tensai and John Laurinaitis versus John Cena. And after what happened in Extreme Rules, I'm sorry if I keep saying this, but I really just do not care. I really don't. Because we all know what's going to happen. It's going to go on for a couple of months. John Cena's going to win. He's going to beat Lord Tensai. He's going to vanish. And then John Laurinaitis then Triple H, on the game, you lost your position of power. And then John Laurinaitis is going to go away, and then Teddy Long's going to get his power back. We all know what is going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen.
And I think in one of the tag team matches, John Cena might side with God. It'll be John Cena and God versus John Laurinaitis and Lord Tensai. If anyone remembers that match back in, I think it was Backlash 2006 or something, whenever Shawn Michaels teamed up with God to fight Vince McMahon.
That's when I thought wrestling was real.
Yeah. I was oh my gosh, Shawn Michaels actually teamed up with God, I can't believe it. And they had this,
oh yeah, do you remember, sorry to interrupt you, but do you remember when Vince McMahon was going, oh, I don't care about God, I hate God, and then out of nowhere the ring post is set on fire, and then
what?
And the fireworks were going off, and then the stage got set on fire, and he ran away. Do anyone remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't remember that.
Weird.
I sadly thought that was real.
Oh my gosh, God is real. God is actually fighting Vince McMahon.
To be fair, I was 10 at the time. But I actually thought, to be fair, wrestling was okay, good then, but Vince McMahon just came up with these really weird ideas. I don't know where they were coming from. He just came up with these really sporadic ideas.
Hornswoggle was his son. Remember his illegitimate son?
Oh yeah, I do remember that one.
I wasn't around at that time, but I heard about it and just.
And then
I was like, oh yeah, I might start watching wrestling again, and then I come back and I just start seeing Hornswoggle and Finley and Vince McMahon fighting for the rights for Hornswoggle as his son. I was like, oh God, what is this?
Did you know I actually went to a house show of WWE in Belfast, which obviously is my hometown.
Yeah. No, you said that Finley
Yeah,
lost.
Finley lost his own hometown. He jobbed his own hometown. I was like, wow, you're really that bad that you can't even win in your.
I think Punk's gonna be the only person in that company that doesn't lose in his hometown.
Well, like I said before, if he lost, then John Cena would have died, and everyone would have got killed, and then Captain Price.
Yeah, Chicago would have literally rose up in the stands and like murdered him.
I was about to say Captain Price would have came down and celebrated with brothers.
Are we still talking about wrestling?
Yeah, well, we're just killing time here, so we're just going a little wrestling run here. I'm still thinking about trying to get some sort of wrestling commentary thing going on.
Yeah. I think I talked to you about it.
Yeah, we were going to do some sort of like Extreme Rules commentary. We would have had a lot to say, like for example, Brock Lesnar bleeding or bleeding even, and then Brock Lesnar tearing up a locker room afterwards.
Brock Lesnar is always bleeding.
Or John Cena eating a senzu bean just before John Cena eating a senzu bean in the middle of the match and then winning.
Yeah, hitting him with a magical chain and then doing an attitude adjustment on the steel steps and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, congratulations, and then Brock Lesnar's gone, and Paul Heyman came back to like no reaction from the crowd, and then
worst crowd ever. DC and Oklahoma are one of the worst crowds ever, but like any crowd that still does the watch are a terrible crowd.
Yeah,
because you can tell because they're just completely silent when anyone comes out. It's just completely silent.
Yeah.
And then, like, when John Cena comes out, they're idiots like they are. They go, "Oh, let's go Cena sausage." Instead of like just completely blocking out the "Let's go Cena" chants and just like booing him completely, they just I don't know.
I don't know. It's really stupid, but yeah.
Yeah, I think Cena is wearing out.
What?
Wearing out, like overused.
Yeah, like. Whenever, like, I think Extreme Rules would.
No offense, but you don't say. Yes, you don't say John Cena's getting weared out.
Well, the thing is, what's he gonna do that?
Did you figure that out like 2 or 3 years ago? I figured it out
Okay, I'm gonna respond. No one does not simply make fun of me.
That was a nice awkward silence there. But anywho, I think that kind of like silenced the mood there. Like he proved all of us wrong. Anyway, yeah. So like the thing is, at Extreme Rules, that would have been a really good way to end. And have John Cena work out his marriage or whatever, or just take a break because he has worked hard over the past couple of months. From.
Yeah, John Cena's a good worker and a good guy, but he's not a good wrestler. That's the only like. When you go out there and you say, "Oh, we hate John Cena," we don't hate John Cena the person. We hate John Cena the wrestler.
To be fair, he is actually he is actually a good wrestler. It's just that he's good when he wants to be. Like in SummerSlam and in Money in the Bank, he was good, but like in God, I don't know, like Extreme Rules, or not, sorry, no, that's a bad example. In WrestleMania 27 against The Miz, that was a terrible match. That was like one of the worst WrestleMania main events I've ever seen.
No.
That was.
Will The Rock tap out John Cena's
worst
one?
Because,
Do you remember when? That's probably my favorite part of WrestleMania. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, The Rock's gonna tap out John Cena's bear hug." Yeah, was that we seen John Cena's bear hug?
That's because wrestling is real, and it's live, and it's everything. Yeah.
All right. So.
Sorry, what?
It's real.
Yep.
It's not fake.
Yeah, it isn't fake, but it is scripted though.
Yeah,
No, not
Hashtag
scripted.
wrestling is real is now trending on Twitter.
Hashtag
Yes.
wrestling's real.
Illuminati. Hashtag Illuminati.
I have no idea what you were talking about anymore. 1 minute you're talking about wrestling, no one's talking about wrestling, now you're talking about the Illuminati. What?
I think that's a pretty good way to cut off here, because we have been going. Congratulations, everyone! We have now ran a successful 15 minutes. Now, previously, if we would have ended at forum questions, we would have been 15 minutes earlier. But now that we have rambled on about wrestling and about John Cena's bear hug and about John Cena the person versus John Cena the wrestler versus And Paul Heyman come back to the reaction.
Could we talk about one more thing? Could we talk about what was it called again? Brock Lesnar versus Triple H. Oh, can we talk about the whole Brock Lesnar versus Triple H thing? Because did anyone
so
else
stupid.
did anyone else see that Triple H broke his arm and then the next night or something? Sorry, no, on Saturday. You just see him there with the belt with Mayweather, just for no reason at all. He's just standing there with the belt with Justin Bieber and who else was there?
Floyd Mayweather? Well, no, I don't know.
No. There's another celebrity. It's like Floyd Mayweather.
He was at that boxing match. And I like to say all boxing matches, or better yet, most boxing matches these days are rigged.
What?
And then Mike cuts off.
Oh. Yeah, that's the same thing. That's the same thing with UFC, because I hate all these UFC fan wars are like, oh yes, it's all 100% legit, real. They're legitimately fighting. Yeah, they are legitimate. Oh, I messed up my voice there. They are legitimately fighting, yeah, but like, it doesn't mean it's not rigged. It doesn't mean it's like someone's not paid off to drop a fight or anything. Because does anyone legitimately think that Overeem or whatever his name is, the big black man or whatever his name is, against Brock Lesnar, do you really think that he lost that match that quickly on purpose?
I don't know.
Nope.
Sorry I cut you off, but because I remember us reading something. Apparently he was on steroids. Overeem or whatever his name was. Apparently he was on steroids just before he used steroids just before the fight. Not just before the fight.
The only UFC I watched was Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir. It was like 2 years ago.
Did he win now or did he lose? I don't remember.
Yeah, that was the only thing I watched.
Anyway, right, so back to this Triple H Brock Lesnar angle you're saying.
What was I saying?
Silence.
What was I saying?
You're saying, like you're talking about the Mayweather thing. You're like, and you see the way they're.
Triple H can't sell injuries the same as Soul.
Yeah.
Because I don't get how these injury storylines work. Because remember when Zack Ryder got chokeslammed off the stage thing? They instantly said, "Oh, Zack Ryder broke his back." It's just like, what? How can you break? And then the next week he said, "Oh wait, no, he didn't actually break his back. He was actually a sprain."
It's Michael Cole's fault. Michael Cole, can you just, don't over-exaggerate everything. If he gets chokeslammed through that, obviously his back's not going to be broken from that.
But, he is told to say that, though. Because Vince McMahon is on his headset. It's like, oh, I want you to say this about John Cena. I want you to say he's the greatest on the headset or whatever. And he is telling him to write. He is scripted, 90% scripted. So it isn't 100% his fault, but it is true though, because they do exaggerate it. They can't say, oh, he broke his back, and then next week, oh no, his back was sprained. Because it doesn't make any sense at all. You can't have a broken back and then get tombstone the next night. If you have a broken back, you can't move at all. You're completely paralyzed.
Yeah, for a year or so.
Yeah, sometimes for life. You don't recover the next month.
And then you go wrestling again, like at WrestleMania. And there you go. Okay, doesn't matter.
You're saying, oh, John Cena has a serious injury on his arm, and then next minute they're saying, oh, breaking news, John Cena was flown in to do a dark match with Kane. It just doesn't make any... And that actually happens. His arm is injured, and he somehow beat Kane.
Wow.
He used the magical power of real fighting experience.
I don't think John Cena even knows what that is.
No, John Cena just put on his Superman costume and went I'm Super John Cena.
I think he just ate sensu. I think he just borrowed sensu beans off Goku and then just eats one just during a match.
You know, I'm just like,
Yeah.
if I never mind.
It's like John Cena is Goku and Ken is Nappa.
Ken, who's Ken?
What's Ken?
Kane.
Kane.
Oh, Kane. Oh, who's a
Yeah.
Ken?
Yeah, I said Ken.
All right. Well, anyway, I think the moral of this story is sell your injuries more than you sell your tickets. So,
I saw another wrestling meme. It's pretty funny. Dolph Ziggler sells more than TNA tickets. I thought that was so
that was
funny.
that's like pretty old actually. That's been going on for like ages. But so yeah, it's
I
still
haven't
true
seen
though.
that one.
Still true though, because TNA still sucks. Even though Vince Russo was like gone, hasn't really changed anything.
I haven't watched it. I think some of the hate on TNA is quite exaggerated. Because I see people saying, "Oh, this company's the worst company ever. Oh, they deserve to, they deserve to go out of business and all this." And it's just like, it is quite bad. And it is quite unwatchable. Because like, I remember watching it the other day and it was like Kurt Angle and like, sorry, no, not Kurt Angle. It was like with it was with what was it again? Yeah, it was Kurt Angle and his kids, and like Jeff Jarrett was like getting his kids involved in the storyline, and it was quite bad and quite cheap for a storyline. And they do like quite bad, stupid storylines like that. But like, I do think that like some of the hate on it is quite exaggerated. Like when they say, "Oh, Austin Aries, he can never make it in the WWE," and "Oh, Bobby Roode, they are actually good wrestlers. It's just like the storylines are quite bad. Like, do you remember with like Sting and like Hulk Hogan as like evil clowns or something like that? Like Sting is like a face, and like but like the clowns are heels, and so like, it's got evil.
I don't know. That's weird.
Clowns that like he still somehow.
What the heck? My Skype is going absolutely insane. For some weird reason, like it's not making any sense.
What is going on?
I have no. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I think this.
What is going on? What just
This is a
happened?
pretty. I thought it was really.
What just happened?
I think this is Decepticons. They're trying to get into the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, TNA will get mad.
Man. Alright, I guess it's a pretty good way to end the podcast. We've been going on for a good.
No. There's a thing we're gonna discuss.
What?
Would you bang DSP?
No.
That's crazy.
Oh god, just end it.
No.
So anyway,
If I was
on
saying,
the-
no. Like, I'm gonna
Okay.
Okay.
Go
Alright,
ahead.
No, okay. Alright. This is the time when I have to remember everything. Okay. Alright. So first of all, we gotta cut each other plugs. Okay. All of you know this by now, but I'm just gonna say it again because it's mandatory at this point. You can follow me on YouTube. I'm actually starting to upload footage again because I didn't upload footage right all the time. I was plugging myself, and I'm starting to finally upload footage. You can find me on the YouTubes at www.youtube.com/Pdaaaawg. Of course, the way you would spell it on the forums. Golden Shotgun, where can we find you? Despite the fact we've already plugged you before, but I might as well plug you again because you already done another podcast.
nowhere.
Okay.
I'm a ghost on the internet.
Alright. DarkHadou. I think DarkHadou, you're a pretty important one because a lot of people would follow you at this point, but it's
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone know because like my account, my now new main account is Riding the Blood Edge, which makes the DSP highlights, and you could, and I'm pretty sure anyone watching this will be already subscribed, so just plugging it just in case. But just to say something quickly, I'm not changing my intro. I don't care. If you don't like the intro, just skip it. I honestly couldn't care less. I've changed the intro once. I'm not changing it again. So just deal with it.
okay. And
So yeah.
Mr. G.
Sorry, I just need to say
Okay.
that. I'm sorry.
It's alright. Mr. G.
You can find me on Twitter as SolidG44.
Okay.
That's it.
So this is time after plug everyone. Okay, this is You can follow DSP at DSP Gaming and DSP Street Fighter. You can follow John Rambo at John Rambo Presents. You can follow them on Twitter at they call me DSP and at Super John Rambo. I'm not sure if you can still follow DSP on Facebook, but it's still they call me DSP at Facebook. And then you can follow that there for all kinds of new stuff. It's a new thing that he just started doing recently. In other news, you can also follow people like Howard at Howard Showcases, both on YouTube and on Twitter. You can follow OJ at Fresh OJ Some Pulp. You can follow Respect the Pack at Respect the Pack. You still can't follow Panda Lee yet, but I'll let you know whenever you can. And that's it.
Follow me.
No, don't. I don't know why Panda Lee even wants to have a Twitter account. Like that's gonna get spammed to all hell.
But
Yes.
pretty much that's about it from us. So from all of us, we're gonna see you next week. Next week will be a complete redo of the King of Hip Podcast number 2, where it will be me, Life Leecher, Streetback Guy, and Darkman13. For the first time ever, we're actually going to have all the people that were doing a podcast before in the same podcast. So look forward to Jeremy Clarkson and to Donkeys. So we'll see you then. So from all of us, we will see you next week.
False.